Hey guys, I know it's been a while. I just wanted to do a quick follow up and just kind of let you know a little bit about what's going on with me and things like that. Life has just been just continuing to be transformational in ways that are just kind of blowing my mind. And there's a few things that I think are the biggest reasons for that. And the first is I'm really getting in depth into changing my mindset about me, and really learning to identify those negative thoughts that are just negative thoughts, like really, it's such a cliche, but it's so true. Like, our thoughts are just like clothes. We can put on whatever really we want to. And I think, of course, at first you can't really, at first that sounds like almost overwhelming and impossible. Gosh, I remember being in that place, just even 18 months ago or 2 years ago, or even a year ago, and it's just like working out at the gym. You got to work out your thoughts, and you've got to, on a daily basis, identify, like, what am I thinking about me? How do I think about me? How much of my mom or my borderline personality disorder past, family history, how much is this affecting me? And it's amazing how much it affects me. And so particularly the last month, I've been really focusing in actually on money and how my family's story and my family's view of money, for example, is still a part of my own mindset. The whole scarcity idea, the whole thing of like, oh, I don't deserve abundance because, I have such a poor view of myself or a poor view of my value. If my parents don't think I'm enough, why would someone think I'm enough to pay me, for my services, or why would I take that effort to like ask for more money from people or ask for a raise when, considering like how, I'm not worth it, like it's amazing how those negative mindsets that we have allowed to inhabit us completely limit us from our potential, and so I've been really working through that kind of blockage stuff, so just doing, and so it really, I think this is absolutely a necessity, especially for children of untreated borderlines, and that is affirmations. I actually spend every day, and it's not much, but I spend like 10 minutes, like a day, every day, doing a few different things. Like I spend 10 minutes every day reading through a list of affirmations about myself and really focusing in on every day, just believing them more and more, just a little bit more and more. And there's some days and there's some weeks where I'm like, I just can't believe this. Like, I can't grow my belief in this, but man, it's amazing how, like, after a while, like, the more you start to, say them over and over, the more you start to believe them, the more you start to focus on them, the more you start to see the world in a more positive way, and things like that. Like, it's really affected tremendously my value in money. Like, now I see myself as an equal among other colleagues of mine who are in the business. I look at my services compared to theirs, and I look at my price compared to theirs, and I'm like, of course I'm just as good as them. Like, that's crazy that I wouldn't think that anymore. It's really cool that I'm finally at that place. Instead of being afraid to ask for what I'm worth, I'm stepping out. I mean, it's still scary and it's still uncomfortable, but I'm doing it, which is really cool. And I'm also firing people. I'm firing clients who, who aren't on the same page. They don't value me quite the same way. Like, they kind of treat me wrong or mistreat me or take advantage of me a lot. And, and I don't mind helping people out when it's necessary, or when I'm like, okay, I got to trust my gut, that this person is going to work out. But I've also too, like, for example, today I fired someone because, they didn't show up. They didn't take care of the things that they needed to honor me. And that's really cool. Like, now I'm starting to, like, really start to honor myself and go, look, I know who I am, and I know who I am compared to what my family thinks and stuff like that. And I know what I'm worth, and I believe that more and more. And so it just takes time. It takes time to believe that what you're worth. And, but I think that you just have to continue to show up. I've got a business coach who I absolutely adore, and is just the most amazing person. And his motto is consistency, not intensity. Like, focus on the consistency of changing your mind. Don't focus on the intensity. Like, don't think that you're going to bring it 100% every single day. Like, every day I'm going to get in there and do my affirmations and do my meditation and connect with myself and really, change my thinking in a positive way. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be able to bring it 100%. There's some days where I just can't even do it. I'm like, I'm so busy. There's no way I can even try to fit this into my life. But I keep trying to show up. I keep showing up every day as much as I can and doing the things I need to. And it's paying off. So I highly recommend, and just know that you can change yourself. You can change your thinking. You can heal. You can move forward and inhabit yourself, and really allow yourself to embrace the love and the value and the respect that you deserve. And that when you do that more and more, you're just going to see, and it's little things, little tiny steps, that it's little things are going to start to just get a little bit better, and but when you do so many little steps, after a while you look back and go, oh my gosh, I'm like miles ahead of where I used to be in my life and such, and that's just what's amazing, like, honestly, right now, it's really cool. And it's really starting to finally pay off. Like, I had this breaking point in the last, like, probably 10 days where it just was like one new potential client after another new potential client contacting me, wanting to hire me, which is amazing. And they're all high quality people, and they all can pay. And they all, what's cool about them is they all believe in themselves, and they all have their own sense of value and the sense of respect for themselves. And so I think that I'm really, like, I guess you would almost say, like, attracting or I'm attractive to people like that now. That I've done enough of the inner work now that, like, they see that and they see how I'm acting and they see that I value and respect and appreciate myself and my effectiveness. And so they're like, cool, I want to hire you then. I want to hire you and not just anyone else. I want to hire someone like you because you match me in the level of value and belief and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'm so excited. I do truly believe that this is the big step that's going to get me out of all of this stuff. And because I've been doing these affirmations and, just meditation, and meditation to me is just clearing my head for, like, anywhere from like 2 minutes to 40 minutes, just clearing my head and just kind of sitting in and just feeling love and feeling peace and feeling, God, and whatever, in my personal concept of God, and beliefs and stuff like that. And just, and it's so fascinating how then, like, things kind of come up and things kind of in my life, and I can look at them and go, okay, well, how does this need to be healed? How does this thing from my past need to be healed? How do I look at this situation with a relationship in a more positive way and things like that? Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's so profound. It's just amazing. And, and it's very internal and very much developing that. And I've got resources and sources that I use, to help me out with that kind of support. And stuff like that, as I'm sure all of us do, and stuff. And, I want to just encourage you to use those things because, you use the things in your life that make you feel good. Use the whatever it's spiritual or mental or therapeutic, whatever they are, that's going to help you move forward, taking time every single day to, like, focus on those and find some really cool aha or truth that's going to make you go, oh, that's really good for me. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel less stressed or less afraid or more empowered. Those are the things we need to be doing every day. And so anyway, it's really cool. And because of this new stuff I'm doing, the meditation, the affirmations and things like that, it's not only improving my finances, but it's improving my health. Like, I had my first sugary soda, I think a couple of days ago for the first time. And I think it was somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks. And oh my gosh, it hit my system and I was like, oh, this is so gross. It's amazing how my body is now responding. Yesterday I ran to the convenience store to pick up some stuff, and typically whenever I used to go, I would always get a candy bar or a bag of chips or something, and I came in and I got this, and I was like, okay, I got to give myself at least a little something, just a little treat. And all I really wanted was this little tiny Reese's peanut butter cup. That was it, and it was great, but at the same time, I actually kind of lost. I don't know. I've lost kind of my body has lost cravings for sugar and such, and and fats and fried things. It's crazy. I was never able to do this before. I always would diet and say okay, I'm going to not eat this stuff. I'm gonna, regiment myself and force my body to get over these things. But I couldn't, because it's a heart, mind, body thing. It's all connected. Oops, I hit myself. It's a heart, mind, body thing. It's all connected. And because of that, we have to, if, working on the heart and working on the mind and really does naturally improve the body. It's amazing. So anyway, I've actually dropped 15 pounds so far in the last, I guess it was 3 months. And it's just going well and steady, and it's just natural. It's just coming off. And the only reason why, and this is why I focused on doing what I'm doing, is I've been really focusing in on loving myself, forgiving myself, healing myself, appreciating myself and appreciating what I think about me more than anybody else on this planet, and stuff. And it's really cool. I can't even tell you, just how amazing it feels, and on the days where things aren't happening, I find out, I get a client who doesn't or a potential client doesn't want to hire me. And it was gosh, that was a lot of work put into that. And it's really disappointing, and things aren't quite working out the way I think they're supposed to. I just keep going back to the whole thing of April, look at how much you're changing though. Look, you don't crave sugar like you used to. You don't spend money or overspend money like you used to. And you're content. That's amazing, and I celebrate that. And that has really helped me to let go of the things I can't control, the conditions in my life or the people in my life, and that includes my family, being no contact with them. The more I focus on loving myself and valuing myself and being just so grateful that I can do that now in a way that I never would have even imagined, 5, 10 years ago, or even 2 years ago. It's making my missing them less and less of an issue. And it's actually, to be honest, it's actually giving me hope that in maybe 3 or 4 years from now or something like that, I can actually be around them, because I will have inhabited myself so well by that point, and I will have at that point the resources and support that I need, the chosen family, the people, the finances, the health, the mental, strength and such, and belief in myself, that I can actually be around them and it won't hit me or hurt me, and it won't make me go backwards, and stuff. And I think that's the key. And that's my encouragement to you, is to just keep celebrating and applauding your efforts to move forward every day. You know, whether it's just one little thing that you're trying to change, you know, and you need to be applauding yourself, you know, because that's how we move forward. You know, it's just continuing to be grateful and focusing in on, you know, loving ourselves and loving ourselves through the difficult times, and healing, and also taking care of ourselves, you know, and making the scary jumps when we need to, and trusting that, you know, we can do it, because, you know, we're not alone. We all have such similar stories, and and we can all keep pushing ahead, you know. So anyway, yes, I just wanted to give you an update, spit this out. Again, I'm so busy, I don't even really have time to like create some, you know, like proper, like, you know, video with bullet points and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully this helps you. So I hope you guys have a little bit more of a successful day, and a little bit more peace today, and just a little bit more contentment, and just hope and encouragement, you know, as we all just continue to move forward. So yeah, you have a great day. Thanks.